Hello and welcome to another episode of me painting. We've got the canvas up. It's a artist quality canvas, and I've got my palette of colour. I'm using today some Ivory Black, some French Ultramarine Blue, and Titanium White. And I'm going to work on a painting that I've done recently for a friend, and worked out pretty good, so I'll show you what I did. I don't know what I've done with my Liquin original, so I'll just use this other Liquin. It's a fine detail one, but it doesn't really matter. Just I've got to open it. Those child locks keep me out. Alright, here we go. I'm just going to get a little bit of that medium. Yeah, it's very thin in comparison to the Liquin original, so I probably don't need much since it's a Liquin fine detail. So I've just grabbed a little bit of medium. You don't have to use this though, you could use a liquid clear if you want. This is what I'm using. See that, yeah. You could use liquid clear, cover the canvas, or you could even paint the canvas black with black gesso and then use a bit of white and stuff. I mean, there's lots of ways you can do it. This is just the way I tried to see, and it worked okay. I'm using the old Bob Ross 1-inch brush. Just got a little bit of that medium. I'm gonna just picking up some black and blue, really. Black and blue, black and blue. I'm just grabbing it. Works a little bit different to the Bob Ross paint, this does. It's a little bit smoother. The Bob Ross paint is a bit drier, so when you use the liquid clear, yeah, it makes it move a little bit better. I mean, it's up to you what paint you use, or what method you use. I just wanted to show you something different. So there's many ways to paint. Many ways. Just thought I was going to do a initial sketch, so let's make this sky the initial sketch. Sort of the mountain goes like this. Like that. You can see that. Just put a little bit more blue in. So I'm really just blocking it in, blocking in the colour, blocking in the dark. Got a bit of a mountain bit there, and that mountain comes a bit higher. We just grab a little bit of medium, bit of the blue. Just to I'm adding more blue in the mountain area to separate it from the sky. Something like that. Get some more of that black. Put some in that corner. So yeah, like I said, we're just blocking in the colour. Sort of grabbing some blue here and there, grabbing some black, grabbing some medium. You could do this with liquid black if you wanted, using the Bob Ross range. Go a little soft over that just to get rid of some of these brush strokes. I'm not too fussed about getting rid of them completely because they're in a certain light. You won't see them anyway. Very lightly. And here and there. I'll do. And let's get a bit more of the just grabbing a bit more colour. A bit more of the blue. Tappy tap tap. Even distribution of paint. Let's get a bit of blue in there as well. Bit of blue. French Ultramarine Blue. Using my dirty brush because because I'm that cool. Dear. Just pull that colour in. So once we've got this darkness on, then we can start having fun with it. Start putting more detail in. Get some more of that medium. Make it easier to spread. You can start having a look at the mountain shape. Start moving it around. It goes all the way around like that. A bit more of the blue, a bit more blue. It goes across and then it goes down. Let's throw it in. Not sure if you can actually see much difference, but it just looks like I'm painting it black. But I'm putting more blue in the mountain area. It's very the difference is so small, but there is a difference. Believe me, there is. Let's get rid of that. There's a little bit of a white area there. Good thing about these Bob Ross brushes is the bristles are so soft, so it makes it easier to spread a lot of colour around. I mean, if I was doing it with this brush, one of the Winsor Newton ones, it would take me a while. But that's good for other things. Someone was saying to me, what's the best brushes to have? I'm gonna start oil painting. What should I get? And I said, the best brush really is the ones that you've got. It's a bit like photography. The best camera is the one that you've got on you. If you can get your hands on some brushes, just use them. So the tools are not as important as you think. They just make your life a little bit easier sometimes. So when you first start, you're looking at other painters and drawers and other artists, and you're desperately trying to find out what they're using, thinking, well, if I use what they're using, I'll be able to get the same results. But will you be able to get the same results with different equipment? Most likely. I mean, it depends what you want to achieve, really. Like when I first started painting properly, I mean, I've tried a few times, given up, but when I started painting the Bob Ross style, I got all the Bob Ross stuff because that's what he used, and it made that particular technique easier by using his equipment. So it just makes it easier. Plus, Bob Ross was using it, so I wanted to be the same. I wanted to use what he used. So then I've got no excuses if mine turned out rubbish. And believe me, a lot of my paintings do turn out rubbish. It's all part of the fun. So we've blocked it in, and now what I want to do, actually I might go back to my dirty brush. I might just wipe it on a paper towel. What I want to do is start adding a little bit of detail. So I'm going to just wipe the brush a little bit. Don't need it totally clean. Just tap it into some of this blue. Tiny bit of white. Tiny bit of white. Not sure if you heard that, because for some reason I started whispering. I've just got a tiny bit of white on the brush, and then I just tapped. So, in my original drawing, painting, I had the moon here. So, some more blue and white. So, just using this little X's all the way around. Let's just put in a little bit of a light spot in there, in the sky. Just grabbing some paper towel. I haven't got my stack of Bob Ross brushes next to me. I'm using this 1-inch brush, so I have to cheat a little bit with my cleaning. Okay, softly does it. Just want to lighten that bit of the sky where the moon is. Sitting back, having a look, is it light enough? Is the question. I could put a bit more in, I think. Just cross. Start in the centre and then work out, and then it starts picking up the colour around it. Automatically gets darker. It's that easy. I was thinking about when I first started painting, actually, how many canvases I went through. Each one I would start and I'd be like, this is going to be the best painting I've ever painted, and it was, really, it was the best painting I've painted, but it was never good enough for me, and there was always issues with it, and I'd look at it and go, no, it's not good enough, I want to be better. And unfortunately, that feeling that you have never goes away. It's forever. You're forever wanting to better yourself, and I've heard it called the artist's curse and all sorts. But just getting some paint on my finger. Do a bit of finger painting. Whoop. There we go. Yeah, call it the artist's curse and all sorts, but really, it's just about improving yourself, being a better artist. Let's just put in the moon there. Just spin your finger. Oh no, I've got a white finger. I'm grabbing some baby wipes. Just wipe my finger. Got a little bit extra paint on me there. Just wipe that off as well. Okay. Let's send that moon into the picture a little bit. Let's very lightly just go over. You have to be really light with this paint because this is more traditional paint. So the Bob Ross paint, it can be a bit heavier because it's thicker, so it doesn't move as much. I'm going to get a little bit more white on my finger, and I'm looking at, I just want the little areas to be highlighted on the moon. It's not quite what I wanted. I'll send that one in. Send that back a bit, and then go back to my white, and I'll come forward again. I might be better off with a brush, but let's see. Okay, I've got a little bit there, a little bit there. Yeah, that's better. I might just bring the brush up. Just get a little bit of that whitish colour. Just want to create like this arc. Just sort of moving the paint. sit back, have a look. Yeah, it's better. I'll go with that. Or we'll be here all night. I don't want to bore you too much. Right, now we've got a moon in. Let's put some stars in. So just all you do, get the brush, get a little bit of paint on the end of the brush. This is only a small brush, cheapo brush, 10 zeros. And then just dot in some stars wherever you want. Sometimes it's better to have more paint on the brush so you can get some really small ones. Wherever there's a star, just put your little dot in. You can take this further and put a little halo around the star if you wanted, but I'm just going to do some little dots here and there. Just so you've got an idea of how to do it. I always expect you to do better though. And you've got a lot of time. You can really get lost in your painting, you really can. Let's put a few more stars in. Let's make some of these twinkle. The more you put in, the better it looks. You can put some really small ones in, bigger ones. It's starting to look like a starry night now. Slowly. Now what I'm going to do, watch this. If you grab a bit of this black and blue and make a sort of a middle colour, and then you can do the same. And you can start putting some stars in that are a little bluer, maybe they're further away. Some you're barely touching, it's just ding, star. Let's speed this up. See if I can make a mess. I was going to say, see if I can not make a mess, I should say. I know what you're thinking. Too late. There we go. Starry night. I don't like that one there. It's too big. Tap it away. Gone. Right. Yes. What's that? Right, now let's start working on our mountain. So I've gone into some of this blue. Let's get a bit of black. Blue and black. Black and blue, blue and black. Mostly blue there. Get some light white. Let's make our greyish blue. That'll do. Just get some of that colour on this brush again. Why not? And then we can start creating the mountain. So let's have a look. The mountain sort of starts there and then sort of comes down like that. You can sort of just pull it into this paint. And the more you use your brush, of course, the more it picks up other paints. So you can start doing darker areas as you go. Sort of goes like that. So you just put in like little highlights. Grabbing a bit more of the blue. Just want to blue that a bit more. And there's a bit of an area there. It's behind that. And that sort of goes off. See if I can indicate that. Okay. Now let's look about where this angle goes. There's a bit of a bit that goes like that, and that sort of goes down and around and down there. And then we've got an area there. So you just pick out areas now. You can just go, I'll have a bit more there, have a bit more there, a bit more white here, more snow, just sort of. Bit of snow here. It's sort of the light and from the moon. It's picking that up. It's bringing it down. Goes in front like that. Of course, you don't want to get every area that bright, so you can load your brush into the dirtier colour, dirty it down to like more blue, more black, whatever. Mix it up a little bit, go for some more greyish colour, maybe right over here there's another bit of the mountain. I'm just dragging this brush, just dragging it over the paint that's already there, which has already started to go a little bit tacky because of the medium I put in, which works quite well for me. So just pulling that down. Leave some dark areas. Thinking about the light's going to hit there, and there, sort of there, but not everywhere. Not everywhere. If you put it everywhere, it ruins its brightness. So bring that down there. See how I'm just angling. I'm using angles there. Always looking at the angles. Just grabbing some more colour. More blue. Angle there. Angle there. And then it sort of comes down like that. Wherever you want it to fall. Got some moonlight going there, it's hitting. Maybe that goes off, maybe that goes back up like that. Doesn't really matter, you know. Whether you're copying a picture that you've taken or you're creating your own landscape, you know. Doesn't matter. You can use this technique to do either. It's quite a useful one, especially if you're doing commissions. And they say, I want a mountain like this, and they send you a picture, and you'll be like, ooh, don't know if I can do that. Oh, wait a sec, let me just watch Jason's video. Yeah, no, I can. I'll just do what he did, and I'll be able to do it easy. 'Cause you're good. Let's have a look. Let's just, what's this? I'm just picking up a chunk of paint on the brush. Big chunk. I'll bring the brush right up. Oh, it's out of focus. Right, there's a chunk of paint on. I'm just going to let that chunk of paint go on there. And on there. And there. Okay. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's okay. I'm just grabbing some more blue. I'll cool down some of these areas. Just blend it a little bit with that. Try and get rid of some of the highlights, because I don't want it all to be lit up, because like I said, if you highlight everything then you'd lose a lot of the detail. You just want to do some of the areas. Like this, for instance, is a good example. Moon hit. That bit, and then that bit maybe. Done. Leave. A little bit of light hits that mountain. Makes all the difference though. Yeah, let's have a look at this area. What we've got going on here. It sort of goes like that. Got some blue on the brush. Need to angle that. Send that out there. So you're just pulling it in the angle. Maybe that sort of goes there. You can play games as well. The light doesn't hit there, but then out here, maybe it does. And you can start angling that as well. Do however you want. Same with that. Maybe there's no light hitting there, but then here it does. Get some of this blue. Get some of that blue in there. Okay, how's that looking? You have to sit back and have a look. I'll blend this out actually. Might put some water in there. Let's get some of that. Let's get some of this white. You can't even see that. Just tapping. A bit of white and tap. Pow, pow, pow. Got a little bit of white there, and maybe there's light hitting there. Just put a bit in there. Alright, it's just to indicate water, you know. Just pull it down, put it straight down. Let's use this brush just to go. It's about right, and then lightly just go across. You can wiggle it if you want to. Have a look at that. Yeah. Gives an indication of it anyway. I can start putting some snow in there. Bit of light that hits the side of this cliff. Indicate the light on this a bit more. Make it more obvious. Yeah. Could do with a little more there, there. And you're just looking and making decisions. how you want it to be, how you want it to look. Why have I loaded this brush? Interesting. I don't actually know why. It's an automatic thing. Back to the small brush. Small brush. Let's do this side of that part there. Maybe that goes down there. You see how you can build it. Build it. Maybe there's another bit over here. Let's use. I'm going to show you that again. Let's use a bit of this blue. Now the light is going to hit. Maybe there's a little bit there. And it sort of comes around like that. They sort of connect there. Let's use that trick again. Bit of light. It's there. And then sit back, have a look. Does it work? Maybe a little bit there as well. We could always indicate something. We could like leave that now. Could say, look, there's a peak there. I've indicated it. The mind will go, there's a peak there. And you could leave it. And we'll help the viewer a little bit. Make them aware that it is. There's one there. And that's, don't know. Should this one grow? I have the power to grow this mountain. I feel like that should come straight down there. Let's sort of go there. Maybe chuck a little blue in there. Just to cool that bit down. Yeah. Could do that with that bit as well. Put it in there. How's that looking? Yes. Then we can do whatever we like over here. I feel that brush needs using now. Big brush. That was getting a bit too bright for me. So you can use the big brush just to get rid of stuff. There's a bit there. It's forming. Well, that's changed things up a bit. I don't really like it, so I'm going to make it different. Let's get a bit more of that snow in there. That water was. Yeah. Let's get a bit of that blue. Just want to dull down this highlight along here a little bit. And pull some of it out, I suppose. Just don't want it to kill that, because that is really the lightest point. I mean, in theory as well, this water would have a bit of a reflection. just a few little lines. My this lesson really was about a way of doing mountain range, I suppose, at night, using a different method of painting, because different methods are useful. We don't want to be stuck with one method, because we might need to do something different, you see. And I want you to be able to do other methods. And if you need a commission doing, you might need a different way to do your painting. The light I've got on is reflecting right on there, so I can't really see what I'm doing. But, yeah. Let's grab some white, and I'll just put some snow in there. Yee. A bit more white, there's some snow in there. Maybe I'll put a little bit of snow in there at the base. That water's gone now. Oh well. Sort of misting it up a bit. Look at that black. Okay, and then maybe the snow. Just getting a little bit of that moonlight hitting it. Maybe it's hitting that as well. No. No. A bit there. Yeah. I mean, we could always go with dark as well, and we can start putting in some darker parts of the mountain over this light area. That's just playing with the light and dark. Even put a bit of snow on it. Yeah, that bit over there. Well, hope you've enjoyed this episode. I haven't done anything like this before exactly. I've done mountains, but not shown you light this way. So, hope you enjoyed this episode, and I've enjoyed using my paints again. That's for sure. Something about oil paints, some magic about them. Feels, I almost feel like I'm at home when I use them, compared to like a pencil or crayons or whatever. Just sort of looking at that, I'm like, I see something. I see areas that could have more detail, and you can go on forever with your detail. But I'm gonna have to say thanks very much for watching this painting, and I will do another one soon, in between my studies. And well, thanks very much. Cheers.